Hello traders, welcome to yet another weekly Forex Forecast. This is Trade Forex with Gabe, and my name is Gabriel Ojimadu. We'll be looking at market setups for 22nd of January through to Friday. That's the 26th of January. Last week was an interesting week. We saw how the dollar broke all odds against our speculation and began to create new highs. I will be looking at market setups, interesting setups based on our established trading principles to look at what are the best setups for the week. As always, let's get started with the economic calendar to see what the week holds for us. First thing to note for the week is that we will be having three interest rate decisions on Tuesday. The first one will be on the Japanese yen. The Bank of Japan will read out their interest rate decision, which is expected to remain the same, except they decide to change their mind. But speculatively, the Bank of Japan has maintained, interest rate decisions on almost on a stable level always. Next, same Tuesday, we'll have CPI data coming out on New Zealand. On Wednesday, we will see flash PMI data coming out and another interest rate decision affecting Canadian dollar. That's from the Bank of Canada, where they expected to maintain the rate at 5.0%. And then on Thursday, we will see the refinancing rate across on euro, where we also expected to have same interest rate decision maintained. We'll also have advanced GDP quarter-in-quarter data affecting the United States dollar, and on Friday we'll have the core PCE price index data coming out. So three interest rate decisions. I will be more interested in what happens on Japanese yen. Well, anyway, let's get down to the data to see exactly how this plays out. Moving on to the next indicator to derive what we'll be trading this week. So the currency strength outlook is changed a lot, quite a lot. We see the dollar increasing in strength. We see Canadian dollar increasing in strength. Swiss franc losing some strength. Well, this will be made more clear. Let's move on to the comparative analysis. So we'll see, this is the data from last week, January 15th to January the 19th. Now take a look at the data we're going to be focusing on this week, starting with Great Britain pound, standing at 1.8. This was from a 1.2, so it's increasing in strength. We see also Swiss franc from a 2.6 strength outlook now reducing to falling to 0.8. We see euro rallying up from 0, that's bullish to neutral, now to 0.6, still pretty much strong. And then the United States dollar from a negative 1.4 now to bearish to neutral. So it's really increasing in strength. We'll look at that data. Next is Canadian dollar. We see it moving from 1.8 negative to negative 0.1. And then Canadian dollar almost the same, negative 1.5 to negative 1.4. I like New Zealand, from New Zealand dollar, which is moved from negative 0.4 now to negative 1.5. And then the Japanese yen is top on the list. But all indication is showing that we could have a correction after massive sell-off on Japanese yen. So my best trades into this week, Great Britain pound, euro, Swiss franc, although I will be staying away from Swiss franc, focusing more on Great Britain pound and euro. And then the weakest pairs will be NZD, AUD, JPY, but then I would also like to stay away from Japanese yen. So my best trades for the week, going into the week, will be Great Britain pound against Australian dollar, looking to go long on it. Great Britain pound against NZD long, and Great Britain pound Japanese yen. But don't forget, we have interest rate decision affecting Japanese yen. Then we also have euro pairs, which is one of the best for me. I would like to trade euro AUD, euro NZD all long, and euro JPY. And then we have two interest rate decision affecting euro and Japanese yen. So these are my best market pick for the week. Then let's go into the charts to see if the technicals support this outlook based on the indicators. So let's jump right in on the chart, starting with the dollar index. And on the dollar index, what we see is that we anticipated last week, we anticipated that price from this corridor was going to make new lows, was going to make new lows because the structure has been favoring the downside. But what did we see? We saw this symmetrical triangle and price breaking away from it. So this is giving us the outlook that we're set up for new rallies on the dollar. So what you see here, now look at this. So what we're looking at here is potentially that the dollar is gearing up for new highs. So what I will expect to see is for price to make some correction down to the 50 or 61.8 Fibonacci ratio. And my new target for dollar is 104.37. So this could begin to play out at the middle of the week, but we will see. But I'm now looking to change my outlook on dollar. So all the pairs we looked at on dollar failed last week because of this breakout we see happen here. But the Japanese yen, we had fantastic trades on Japanese yen. All the outlooks we had on like GBP, JPY, those are really fantastic trades. I don't know if you picked those trades. So this is the outlook. USD changing its direction. We're having reversal setups. So let's see how it plays out, okay? So let's start off with Great Britain pound pairs, starting with GBP AUD. So on GBP AUD, this was another pair we looked at last week, and last week I think we were around here. Yes. So I told us to watch out for new highs, and this was the target. That's the 1.9262. But I told you that last week that for price to break the last high, I would like to see price break this other high, and if finally it breaks this high, then we have a new reversal, a confirmed reversal, and I'll be looking to go all the way up. Now, not only did price break these levels, it also broke this other one. You see this? So this is really confirmed. We're going to a new high. So let's move. Let me show you what it looks like on daily chart. So on daily chart, what we're looking for now is for price to attain the profit distance of this channel. All right. So I would like to see some level of correction because this was massive rally. So pulling out our Fib ratio tools, we could see this correction down into the 50 Fibonacci ratio levels. So anything here is acceptable. This will be my preferred place to start looking to go long again on this pair. So look at it on the daily chart. So any correction into this level, of course, this is textbook breakout. After the breakout, retest, then we begin to look for new rallies. So let's take this out. Our profit target was achieved from last week. So I'm expecting price to make a new retest before we begin to see new rallies again into the 1.9675 level. So this is my first trade into the week. Okay, so take note of that. Next on the list is GBP NZD. Now on GBP NZD, let's show you what it is like on the big picture. In as much as I don't like trading pennants, yes, but what we see here is a fantastic pennant. You see that? This is a fantastic pennant setup we have here. But I prefer trading channels. You guys already know that, yes? But this is just a textbook pennant. You see this triangle pattern? And then we have the breakout. So my expectation is price to make a retest of the upper boundary and finally giving us the channel formation. Okay, so this is my best, what do you call it? It's my best chart pattern, so to say. But within it, we see that we have a pennant. A pennant is formed when we have a rally because it's a continuation pattern. So we see the rally here, and then we see price sloping downward and consolidating within a triangle. The breakout is always a continuation to the upside. So if you take this now to H4, you will see why and where we're headed to. So let me take out the triangle so everything is a bit clearer. So you will see pulling out the Fibonacci to the last rally. So I'm expecting some retracements. If it comes down, fine and good. But we can trade into from this channel all the way to the next target, which is 2.0963 level. Okay, so this is my target. Now, don't make light of this. This is over 100 pips. This is about 191 pips. But I want to believe price is going to, even if we have a correction, I believe it's going to trade within the boundaries of this channel, and then we get to our target. GBP JPY is not my favorite for the week. And of course, we already know we cashed out on this last week where we saw price broke out from this channel pattern. Well, if you're not seeing the channel, sorry, let me create this one so you can see it more clearly. So we had this channel pattern here. So you see the first test, second test, third test, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then we had a breakout and a retest here. And then price had to travel the distance of the channel. So if you calculate the distance from here to here, it is the distance it's covered. So this was a fantastic trade from last week, and I believe all my traders, all my followers made this, cashed out on this. So GBP JPY, it's still headed to the upside. If you look at it on the daily chart, we have been following this pattern: new lows, new higher highs, new lower high, new higher high, new lower high, and you can see that this high is higher than this high. So I still believe we still have room to the upside. We still have room to the upside, and so pulling out the Fibonacci tool, I'm expecting to see that correction probably into the 61.8 Fib level around here before we begin to see that rally. So if price is able to retrace into this level, going on that stop loss at the 100 level, because if price breaks this level, then what else can we expect? So let's move on to Euro pairs, and the first pair we're looking at is Euro Australian dollar. Now, Euro Australian dollar is to the upside, but if you look closely here, you'll say, like, Gabriel, this is structured to the downside. Well, that's if you're looking at it on H4 charts. Now, take a look at what the daily chart is saying. You see, the overwhelming trend is to the upside, where we have higher lows, new higher highs, higher lows, new higher high, higher lows. So we're getting ready for a new rally to the upside. So if we take a measurement on this and anticipate that we'll get a breakout anytime this week, you can see that we will be headed to a new rally. So on what do you call it, on this channel, I just got to find out the boundaries here. Yes, so this is the boundary. Could we use this one maybe? So I'm looking for price to either continue to trade within the boundaries of this channel or give us a nice breakout, fantastic breakout. And if that breakout should occur, we already know where we're headed. So I'm looking for a breakout from this channel. Looking out for a breakout from this channel, and the rally is to the upside. Now, this is a lot of pips. I don't expect this to happen in 1 week. So that's why I want to trade within the boundaries of the channel, okay? I want to trade within the boundaries of this channel. So this is Euro Australian dollar. We'll see how this plays out into the future. Next is Euro NZD, and if you are to look at it from the daily chart, probably you'll also understand how and why we are formulating or have the perspective of new rallies. The indicators currency outlook is showing us that Euro is stronger than NZD, and the price action also is showing us that we have a breakout from this channel. And the profit target for this channel breakout is 1.7939 level. So just few more pips, over 100 pips, I guess. Yes, about 127 pips to go. About 127 pips to go. So What's the risk to reward ratio is not so fantastic, you know. So if we can get a retracement, a correction, you know, to this part, this would be the very fantastic place to go in on this trade. But then if you want to enter your first trade here, wait for the second one to enter anywhere around here. Good. If you want to pull out your Fibonacci tool to see where the best re-entry will be, then you can also find it around the 50, or let's go even from the 38. Anything within this range will be best to go in on this trade. Okay, so last trade is Euro JPY, but of course Euro JPY didn't come out under the radar from last week, so I couldn't even find a pattern for it. So but it's still giving us that outlook that we should make new rallies, but it's not my best trade into the week, so I want to stay away from it. Okay, so traders, this is my outlook for the week. Don't forget to trade carefully. Euro and Great Britain pound often are well correlated, so I would prefer you choose one of the pairs, either GBP NZD and GBP AUD, or you choose Euro AUD and Euro NZD. Okay, traders, thank you so much for joining me for the week. I want to wish you all the best for the week. Don't lose money, but make money. Thank you. Have a great week ahead. Bye-bye.